afternoon. What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Back. Missed yesterday, but we're back. Gold is just falling, isn't it? Gold is just, where's gold going? Where's gold heading to? Alright, I'm gonna start with pound yen. Start with some GJ, because GJ is just not been getting much love, so get it out of the way. Alright, so pound yen is currently bullish. We've respected yesterday's low and pushing up. We do have a nice 4-hour support that's been holding since this morning, since earlier on. We had a strong 6 o'clock 4-hour candle. This current candle had a nice push up, but where did it push up to? This previous 4-hour resistance. So if this resistance holds and pound yen creates a lower high on the 4-hour time frame, then I think it continues to sell back down. Just need to break this 4-hour level at 195.3 at this area. Look, 30-minute time frame, the lower time frames have been very bullish. Look, we've got a double bottom, higher lows, and then higher highs. So it's a nice push up, but like I said, tapped into this 4-hour resistance and is having a little pullback. If GJ is going to continue bullish, which I think it might, we just need to see this uptrend structure continue. If it closes back in the range and starts breaking these previous lower highs, then it could just be a fake out and then we just come back down. But currently daily's bullish, 4 hours just about bullish. So I just want to see some structure now. For the sells, if I wanted to get in, I'd look for a lower high. So we've made a high, I want to see a support, push back up, and then a lower high forms, then continue the sells back down. So pretty simple price action with pound yen today, for once, been pretty nice. And yeah, just to see if it just breaks this 4-hour level, which it's pulled back from. Let's pull that across a little bit. All right, so gold. Now gold is just falling. The daily, current daily is bearish. Didn't break yesterday's high. We're heading towards yesterday's low, but we had some strong bullish movement past couple days on gold. So the 4-hour is coming down to this 4-hour support at, what's this, 33.52. Call it 33.52. Gold's pushing down to this 4-hour support. If this area holds, then I want to see gold create a higher low, or at least respect this support and then push back up. We do have news later. Actually, it's what news is it today? ISM manufacturing today. ISM manufacturing PMIs, but that's at 3. So usually when I finish trading, but I do want to see what that news does. We need to see some structure on the 4-hour now. So we've got the support, like I said. If we break it, we could continue down. If it holds, then we could get that double bottom on the 4-hour and then push back up, because we need a support now at least. But look, 30-minute has just been falling. So I was looking at the chart earlier. We had a slight closure above, but it just didn't continue this push. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't much of a closure, so I was waiting for the next candle. That didn't come, obviously. We closed bearish, and then this candle didn't break the high, so I was looking for the continuation pattern, but it didn't break the high, so I didn't get in. And then we got the support. I just about had a closure below the support again, right here. And then we've just filled this whole range. So I didn't have this area as a support, or this one. I used the level that had the most taps, where prices bounced off the most. And so, you know, got a closure below here, but no entries just yet. No entries. entries just yet. But I mean, gold is looking quite bullish, bearish today. Daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish. So we'll see what happens. Might have to wait for that news. Have to wait for that news. See what happens with gold. But I mean, as bearish as it's looking, I wouldn't get into sells right here because I need some structure now. I need some bullish candles. This is just a bit, oh look, 15-minute continuation pattern looks good. How many pips can we snatch here potentially? 40 pips, 28 pip stop. You know, I'm gonna go for this. Use the 15-minute continuation pattern. I'm gonna risk less than 30 pips. Put a sell stop in. Let me do that. Since gold is very bearish right now. Let's see if it breaks this low. It's gonna be aiming for this next support and use the previous high as a stop loss. But if we break this high, then I'm gonna remove the sell stop. Then it'll be too big. You can tell by these candles. I mean, look, 66 pips to gain 40. Nah, this doesn't make sense. But if we can get a nice continuation pattern here, then why not? Then why not? As well, what's goody? What's good? It has been a minute. What are you saying? That's it, man. Get back into it. You took the, Benny said I took the GJ buys earlier. Your runner's heading back to break even. You know what? I did see that you sent out a signal. What was it? What was it? Let me check. 195.95. What time was that? 195.95 at 9:30. So your trade was, what's going on with this thing? Let me see. Your trade 9:30. Okay. So here 195.95. Call it there. And your TP was 196.4. Oh man. And the stop loss was here. What's that stop loss based on? Oh, 15, 195.7. Oh, not bad, not bad. This is a nice move. This is a real nice move. So where did you close partials? Where did you close partials? Because you said your runner hit break even. 30 pips. Okay, so 30 pips would have been here. Okay, it really got close to your TP though. But this was a nice move. This was a real nice move. I have to start taking them signals, Benny. All right, let's see if gold can get us into some sells right here. Quick 40 pips with a 20 odd pip stop loss. Got 27 pip stop, 28, 29. See if we can snatch a little 40 pips since gold's on a nice drop. Move the chat away from the mic. See what Goldie wants to do. Wants to give us a little quick entry. That'd be great. GJ buys were nice. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. There were some real nice buys. So targets for the day. If gold is going to continue to drop and pull back, then do you know what? On Friday, I thought we was going to get a continuation pattern on the daily, and I believe that I didn't think we were going to get such a big daily candle. I mean, from top to bottom, 800 pips. And that was because the last NFP didn't have as much movement. I think the last NFP was about 500 pips over the day in total. It wasn't that much. So I wasn't expecting an 800 pip day this time. But, you know, beginning of the month, we have a massive top wick for the monthly candle now on gold. So we'll see. So that's where I was going with that. Sells. So I usually look for, that should be a resistance. I usually look for a key level. So for the sells, I'll be looking for 33.28. It's about 200 pips, just less than 200 pips. Just over 200 pips, sorry, away now. It's possible. Gold could do it if it wanted to. Especially with the news later. If the news is that ISM manufacturing is not good news. That was also on Friday too. So you had NFP and then you had the ISM manufacturing or services, one of those two. So that also helped the push up at 3 o'clock. But how's everyone's London session been? So Benny had a decent trade. Anyone else? Anyone catch any of these sells? These gold sells? What's your bias on GJ? Pound yen. What did I say for pound yen? I did go over this about 10 minutes ago. Pound yen. I want to see if it's going to continue down. I want to see a lower high. So I want to see a support and then a resistance and then sell down, because we're pushing away from this 4-hour resistance. So it looks like the 4-hour is creating a lower high in the structure. it's looking bearish, depending on how this 4-hour candle closes. But like I said, if I get some downtrend structure, not just this one resistance and pullback, then I'll be looking for some GJ sells. So like a little bounce, resistance, lower high, and then down. If it closes back in this range too, then also I'll be looking for some sells down. But if it creates a support and a higher low, or we get a retest of this resistance and then a push up, then I'll be looking for the buyers, because the 4-hour and the daily would be bullish if that happens. If that happens within the next hour and a half anyway, that's what I'll be looking for. So 2 biases, see, because we're pushing from that 4-hour level there. So yeah, GJ is not looking bad structure wise anyway. Pound yen is looking decent for once. Structure's looking kind of clean. It's not just ranging. Benny, your runner hit your entry. Yeah, I mean, what was it? 195.95. Yeah, this thing's coming back down. It was a good trade though. I mean, 30 pips snatched. Not bad. Not bad. Works out to be like what, 24, 25 pips on average. Oh yeah, shoot, look, still got this running. I still think the sells here are good. If the candles are continuing to trend down, then I still like these sells. I'm going to use the 15-minute highs as a stop loss. So 30 pip stop loss on gold. I don't think I've had one of those recently. Ooh, I'm entered in. I'm looking for a quick 40 pips. See if gold can give me some quick pips today. Four-hour support, yeah, it's pushed past it. I mean, it's still an hour and a half till this candle closes, so I would expect it, if it's going to close and respect this support, I'd expect it to make a bottom wick anyway and not close like this. So I expect it to push down a bit, but yeah, I see the support. I did see the support. So I was saying earlier, if this support does hold, then gold could create a double bottom on the 4-hour. But I mean, yeah, I would like it to make a wick, because I'm not expecting it to go all the way down. Alright, this isn't going to be a swing trade. Damn, look at that. Nice. What's that? 10 pips up. I just want to wick. Just wick. Just fill this range, and then it can do whatever it wants after that. Let's see how far gold wants to push. Now, if this 4-hour support was, right, this 4-hour candle was going to close in the next, like if this was the last 30 minutes of this 4-hour candle, I probably wouldn't have taken this trade. But because there's still an hour and a half left, there's still a lot of time for price to move. So gold could come down, retest this support down here, create a support, and then push up, or before this 4-hour candle closes. But the move down and then the push back up would create that lower wick for the 4-hour candle, this current 4-hour candle, and then possibly a rejection wick, or the wick that, you know, wicks back up and then respects the support. So there's still a lot of time. Oh, look at that, pulled right back up. I need to watch. I mean, it's what, 20 pip stop loss, 30 pip stop loss. Alright, we got a little top wick. Gold is definitely going down. I think so. I think so. I mean, look at the what I'm looking at as well is how the candles are trending. Look, the 30-minute candles are trending down. We're not breaking previous highs. 15-minute also looking good. And this isn't a swing trade. I'm not looking for loads of pips. I just want it to come down to this support. So a little 39 pips for a 29 pip risk. Keep it simple. We're 12 pips up right now. Nice little move. In terms of risk management, I don't really want to... I think what I might do is once this 15-minute candle closes, I'll move my stop loss to above the entry candle high, because this move is based on the 15-minute candles trending down. So that's where I'll you know, just reduce the risk a little bit. I don't really want to close partials because I'm only looking just to fill this range. Concern is we do have this rejection area to the left where we have these 4-hour wicks because of that support. It's my only concern. Well, let's see how this candle closes. And pound yen, what's pound yen doing? Pound yen is chilling. Hello, hello, hello. Might not get that closure below. Push back down just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Still looking good. Still looking good. I'm still going to reduce my stop loss, so it's going to be about 15 pips, about 15 pips. Very little risk. Let's see if we can just snatch some pips out of this little range here, 62 pip range. Stop loss about 15 pips now, and hopefully it just pushes down. We just respect this previous high and then keep coming back down. fill this wick, break the low, and then push. But if it breaks this high, then the trade is invalid anyway, so stop me out. 15 pip loss. That's a shame. Where did it get to? The trade got to about 15 pips. Just wanted a bit more of a push that it didn't want to do. Let me update that. So much for nice early trades. Gold might just be coming for this retest. Says a rejection area. Yeah, seems so. Where's the... just drop that low. It seems so. I did want a longer wick down here though. But I mean, if this 4 hours creating a bottom wick, it was expected, just not right now. We still have an hour left. So maybe we're just going to get a retest of this broken support and then gold will continue down. But I still think as long as we're below this support, we fill this range before coming back up, if it decides to come back up. That was a very, very low risk trades. What's pound yen doing? Nothing. Oh look, gold coming back up in this range. So once the first 15-minute broke the high, I was thinking that it could break the 30-minute high as well. If it respects it and then comes back down, then fair play. It could continue the sells. See how this 1 o'clock, this 1 hour candle closes. If we get a rejection wick. We did need a bullish candle to break up these cells, but we got that with the 15. Look, we had a little support, broke the support, continue down. Here as well, a little continuation pattern. Back up in this range. We could get a little pullback from here. A lot of wicks to the left. A lot of wicks to the left. And we've broken the previous 30-minute high now. See how the 30-minute candle closes. Why, what are you thinking? You thinking buys or sells? Or are you thinking continuation pattern? I need a weak bullish closure for continuation pattern. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. type in there. Pound yen doing this. Look, pound yen retested this support, staying above this resistance, creating a support. So pound yen, look, 4 hours now bullish again, and still an hour left for this 4 hour candle. Gold, 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 gold. Gold's back near entry now. Look at golds. Now, either way, if I hadn't moved my stop loss, I still would have been tapped out of this trade. Because look, it came up, broke that previous 15-minute high, broke the 15-minute highs here, and then came back down. I don't believe in stop loss hunting. I promise you I don't believe in it. But look where it went to. I'm not gonna say the market makers are watching me, but I know. My 100 lots, you know what I mean? They don't want me to win. Lovely continuation pattern on the 15 again. Another one. Break at the low. I don't think this is a 1-to-1 anymore though. 36. Yeah, it's a shame really. I need at least a 1-to-1 risk reward, and it's just a little bit less, but I still think it comes down to this support. I still think we retest this support before doing whatever it wants to do before this 4 hour candle closes. So it's one of them things. Look, we've got a nice support on pound yen. Is this a support or a continuation pattern? Gold is a traitor. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, you're not supposed to have feelings towards the market, but what is this shit? Come on. What is this? That's mean. Benny. You might give the sales a second chance. I hope they work out for you. I do. I do. I do. As well agrees. 30-minute creating a top wick. I mean, yeah, if it comes back down, re-breaks this low, I don't see why it doesn't sell. I still want the range to be filled. So yeah, man, looks good. Look, pound yen buys look good too. Look at that. Created that support, broke the high. Oh, so it's looking for a higher low, a retest. That played out nice. Oh, sorry there. Bit of choking. So just be another retest of that broken support, of this support here, before it comes back down. Just be another little retest. I mean, the cells still look good as long as gold doesn't close back in this range, like back above this support, and then it'll be a fake out. Or we'll need to see more structure. So, you know, if it closes back inside, we could push up some more and then create a lower high anywhere below this last low. So it could even come up further, could come and retest this support and then come back down. So anything could happen. Rosie's in the GJ buys. As I said, the buys look solid, but the range is kind of small. The range on GJ is very small. It is. I mean, if you're in the buys there, where's your... I guess your stop loss would be below the previous candle low, below the resistance. I mean, if you're aiming for the 4-hour level, but if you're aiming for the resistance at the highest, it's like 40 pips. I've got 40 pips. So I'll put that in there. That's if it can get past that 4-hour resistance, which it struggled to before. Look at that. Literally tapped into this zone and then dropped. But you never know. Like I said, daily's bullish, 4 hours bullish, so the higher time frames are on your side. The only thing I don't like about it is that GJ's been quite bearish before this move. It's been quite bearish. So we've got a low, then we've got a lower low, we've got a high. So we could create a lower high here to then continue down and create a lower low. But I guess now it's a wait and see type of thing. To me, it kind of looks more like we could get a continuation pattern. I don't know why. I'm just seeing them everywhere. I'm just seeing them everywhere. Like if this is, you know, we've got a strong bearish candle, kind of weak bullish, but we've broken that high. That's the only thing that's against that. But I mean, it could break the high and the low. Both could happen. So all right, gold is now broken that previous high. I definitely don't like the sells now. Good idea, good idea, good idea. There's no rush. There's no rush. Gold moves a lot. Gold moves a lot. So if we don't catch one, catch another, or another, or another. There'll always be another trade. Okay, this music's putting me to sleep. Let's get some a little bit. Gold coming back up in this range. But it's definitely going to create some structure. Good morning, good morning. What's going on? See how gold tanked overnight? This is pretty much a tank. This is a decent drop it's had. I'm gutted I didn't catch it right here. Gutted I didn't catch the sells from here. And I didn't trust this closure below. Look how much gold has fallen. Oof, 220 pips. Nearly 230 pips. 4-hour candle has such a tiny top wick. Yeah, man, it does. Very tiny top wick. In fact, when it that's where it closed below, right here. I thought closed below, like waiting for a top wick, because a new 4-hour candle too, and it just dropped. Well, not immediately, because the first 30-minute candle was quite weak, but then the next one, as you can see, it just boom, just sold all the way through this range, all the way through. But it looks like it's finally slowing down. Look, the bearish candles, they're getting smaller. It's a little bit weaker, less volume. But then don't forget we have news coming up in a couple hours. So maybe that's what gold is waiting for now, to continue. Such a small range now. The stop losses are getting bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for some structure on gold before anything. BJ's taking his time. Boom. What are your thoughts on gold today, Ash? yeah, same. I'm looking at the 4-hour because we got this 4-hour support here and these wicks to the left. So I was thinking this 4-hour candle could respect this area and then create a wick too, and then potentially the next 4-hour candle could actually push up, create a better top wick for this previous one. And obviously we've got news in that 4-hour candle as well. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities today with gold. I wouldn't even mind a push up, like a retest of this broken support. Just give a top wick, and then, you know, if gold wants to continue selling down, then I would anticipate a lower high anywhere below like this 33.74. Yeah, anywhere below this last lower high, if it was gonna continue down. Oh, pound yen's not looking good. Pound yen's looking continuation patterny. It's a new word. But yeah, something about those GJ buyers I wasn't sold on. Okay, little fib on the 4-hour. Okay. I did think we were going to retrace some of that huge Friday NFP move on gold. Listen, that move is still crazy. And then on top of that, so we had that huge move for NFP, and then we had more news as well, and then a very late 100 pip push at the end of the day. A very late push. I remember this. I was thinking, I wonder where gold's gonna close, you know, first day of the month. And it was in the 33.50s. It was hovering around this area for ages. Then all of a sudden, it just popped. And then closed in the 33.60s. Yeah, mad move. Very mad move, but yeah, look, looks like gold retracing now. Pound yen struggling to stay above 196, but it's holding out. Goldie, what are we trying to do today? It's gonna be an interesting day. I do want to see what news does at 3. Ooh, sorry. So GJ's holding on for dear life above 196. It really is. It really is. But I mean, if you're in this trade, it's looking good. We came down. We didn't break that low. I was thinking it would either retest this resistance or like fill this wick at least for the continuation pattern. But pound yen, it'll be sells against the daily being bullish, and then the 4 hour, you know, just about being bearish. It looks like the 4 hour wants to stay bullish. Look at this push up. It's nearly little 78 pip candle still going, maybe 100 pip candle. Yep. Wow. Clean range to the left as well to retrace. I think we're gonna get a retest of this support, or we need a longer top wick for this 4 hour candle, because this 4 hour top wick here is pretty much non-existent, and we're pushing up from a 4 hour support too. It blinked and gold is at 33.59. Yeah, you can't be blinking on gold. You gotta take your eyes open. You can't even look away from the screen. Yeah, these buys up were nice. What's your TP for the temporary buys? Where are you? What's your target? Don't sleep on gold. Don't blink on gold. Can't be blinking and gold. No, you can't. Blink and you miss it. Between 33 between 33.66 and the Asian low. Yes, okay, yeah, makes sense. Get that 4 hour top wick. This 30-minute candle is about 100 pips now. About 100 pips now. came back and saw this massive 30-minute candle, right, Caswell? Yep. Look at that, this candle closed as well with no top wick. I think I was gonna push up some more. Oof. How far is it gonna go? I think we're going to retest that 366 support. pushing. It is pushing. It's a real nice push. Real nice push. I don't even think I would have even had a chance to get in, because I would have wanted it to close above this 30-minute support, above this support for a fake out. But I mean, by the time this candle pushed up, if this candle had closed above, the buys up would have looked better for me. But with it closing below this support still, and the way this 15-minute candle just ran up, and now, I mean, even taking a buy here after the support is formed, the stop loss is too big and then the range is too small, so there's, yeah, gold just left. I'll just charge the phone. Gold left the building. Well, it's all good. Barely a 4-hour candle. I wonder if it'll flip bullish. Yo, I think it will. I think it's gonna come back and create that top wick at least. At least. And it's because it's pushing from this 4-hour support as well. If gold is gonna continue bullish, I was looking for it to create a higher low on the 4-hour time frame. I didn't think it would be in this same candle. I was expecting this current candle to close with like a decent bottom wick, and then the next one respect that low and then push up and then give us a higher low. But I didn't expect this 4-hour candle to be pushing up how it is. Definitely not. So I wanted, so we've got this, and then I wanted just a higher low to then continue up. But I mean, it looks like we're gonna get that right here to then keep pushing. So we will see. It was quite a few bearish candles right here. I didn't think this current one was gonna flip bullish though. But now, I mean, we're only what, less than 20 pips away from a bullish 4-hour. Crazy push. Real nice push. I've still got 20 minutes left of this candle too. Nearly there. Nearly bullish on a 4-hour. We just watched a 4-hour candle push. No, I can't just closed. Okay. You let the trade run. Well, you didn't let the trade run back. It be happening. It happens. I presume you were in these buys here, and then it hit this resistance at 33.84ish, and then yeah, it did pull back for the rest of the day. It definitely did. I was looking for buyers to get back in for it to push up, and it just didn't happen. Looking for some structure. Well, nice trade anyway. In and out. Now food time. Is that you done for the day? Slapped the fuck out of you on Monday. Yeah, it was a nasty pullback. It was a nasty pullback. Let's see if gold wants to give us something before the end of this stream. I mean, alright, realistically, ideally, what I would love for gold to do is to push up now, create that top wick for the 4 hour, but still close below 33.66, and then give us a lower high to then sell back down. Or if it pushes up, push up to 33.74, maybe even retest the daily flip and then come back down. Oh damn, Rosie, this GJ trade is still in your favor. Now it's looking like a bullish continuation pattern. This was a real good entry. If it can continue for you, this is a nice trade. But damn, this was a tight one. This was a very tight one there. Okay, so gold came close to creating a longer top wick. It's pulling back some. Nah, you're gonna trade after we get more info from the 4 hour close. Okay, cool. Not done for the day. Pushing. Okay, I see you, Rosie. I see you. This is nice. This is real nice. 4 hour candles, refilling its wick. Yeah, real nice. like to do is get back up to this 4-hour resistance really, and that's some decent pips. Where'd you get in? Going breaking this high. So about what, 10 pips up now? Not bad, not bad. Less than 15 minutes till this candle closes. Let's see what it does for us today. I think we get a last little pop in the last 5 minutes of the candle. I see gold likes to do that. So just a little push, little psh. We moving anywhere? No, it's 33.64 still. $34.64 still. push, nearly there. See, look, last couple minutes. I need to survive the new 4-hour candle on GJ, the bottom wick. I mean, it's looking good right now. It's looking good. Where did you get in? You got in after this support, so I mean 12 pips. Depends where it pushes. Still got 10 minutes. Still got 10 minutes, but I mean, if your stop loss is below here, it's below the previous 4 hours. So even if it does break the previous 4 hour, you definitely want to be getting out anyway, because you don't want the 4 hour to be breaking a low, the previous low. But if it's going to continue bullish, it's not going to break that low. It's just going to make a bottom wick and then just keep pushing. So I like it. I like pound yen for buys. The only thing is this 4 hour resistance. If it can break it, then you know the buys are good to go. Because look at this support. It was retested, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-hour candles right here at this 4-hour support. Not just one, not just 2 candles, not just the bearish and the bullish. It's 4 candles. So it's a strong support. It's a real strong support, and we've got. I mean, look at this range above 196.4. Clean range for buyers all the way up. So, you know, might not be as bad as you think. Might not be as bad as you think. Did come up, make a slightly bigger top wick. Or was it just a retest of that broken support? There we go. See, last 5 minutes, push. Rosie still holding these buys. Alright, 2 minutes to go to this 4-hour candle closes, and look at this. Look at this gold 4-hour candle. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I mean, I was looking, I anticipated a push up, but I didn't think it would happen in the space of this stream. Didn't expect it to happen in the space of the stream. Still moving. You created a slightly longer top wick. Slightly longer top wick. Four-hour continuation pattern. Boy. Now, I'm not opposed to it because we have that news at 3 o'clock, so the news could be bearish for gold. Don't know, but I don't know. I like how it's closing. I wish there was a bit more of a body on the 4-hour, but if it doesn't give much of a body, then I can see that. And I could also see that because of where it's closing as well. If this was just a break and then a retest, then I could see it coming back down and continuing the sells. Alright, so we've got a new 4-hour candle opening now. New 4-hour candle. So GJ's got to survive. I don't know, man. I'm in two minds. I'm gonna leave pound yen for the day because I don't really like it. I can see buys and I can see sells because I can see a lower high here, so I can see it pushing up, respecting this previous high, and then creating a lower high and then selling back down. I mean, we're not very far from both the high and the low of the previous 4-hour candle. I can see that. The 30-minute now. Again, if we get a lower high, this for the sells, I was looking for a high then a lower high, so you know that could happen. And then for the buyers, I was looking for a higher low. So we're right in the middle of both, right here. So if there's too much confusion, I don't take the trade. So I'm gonna leave GJ where it's at until I get some more information. And with gold, now if gold creates a resistance, like a strong resistance, if I get an engulfing here, then I'll take the sells, and I'll take the sells lower than the support if it sells back down. But I'm also looking for potentially a retest of 33.74 or the daily flip for more sells. Or if it wants to buy up, then I need a decent bottom wick, break the high and then keep pushing. But I would still only be looking for buyers once it breaks this previous 4-hour high at 33.75, because then I would anticipate that we're going to keep pushing up past this 4-hour resistance and then keep going. But for right now, I have to wait for some more information. Definitely need this 4-hour candle to set up, figure out what it wants to do, and then obviously news in an hour as well. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Unfortunately, didn't catch a winner today. The sells went to what, 15 pips, and instead turned into a 15 pip loss. But it's part of the game. We go again tomorrow. And what is there any news tomorrow? I think it's a very light news week from what I remember, which is great. Which is real great. Yeah, no news tomorrow. And then Thursday we have bank rates, we have interest rates for the pound, and then just unemployment claims for USD, which is the weekly news. So nothing going on. Yeehaw, no problem. Guys, Ash, Rosie, Benny, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys. Be safe out here. Be safe. Oh, look at GJ. Oof, oof, oof. Could this be a bottom wick? Could 4-hour bottom wick? This has survived that low.